I think I like headbands so much because I like tiaras, but they're more socially acceptable. When I say this video took 2 months to film, you best believe. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your second favourite pink haired bitch, straight after Belle Delphine, and I would say Jeffree Star, but you know, he's kind of cancelled at the moment despite me having almost a dedicated lipstick shrine to him. So today I have the absolute pleasure of telling you about my big project that I've been working on throughout lockdown. Firstly, if you can hear anything in the background, it's because next door is having building work and it's boiling, so I've got my window open, which is what you're currently leaning against, so yeah. It's the best filming location with the best lighting and my ring light, so that's what we're going with right now. Ever since I was a little baby girl, when we moved into this house, we had a garage. And the garage throughout my life has just kind of been like the space where you throw stuff you don't know what to do with. So when my dad passed away, that was kind of where we put all of his stuff and just stuff we didn't know what to do with. Until lockdown happened. I will tell you this. My whole life I have always wanted a home studio because I do dance and I love dance. I do it in my room, but as you can see it is tiny, and with all my furniture like my bed and my chair and my desk, doing classes in here during quarantine has been quite difficult. And it's like I've been doing my tap in the garden, which is great, but when it starts hammering down or it's freezing, it's not ideal. So when my mum finally said we could transform the garage into my studio, I absolutely leaped at the idea. She partly said it's a joke, but because I have been badgering her about it for years, I straight away was like, right, it's happening. This is what I want this, this and that. I started this in late April, early June. It's currently July, and yeah, it just took a whole lot longer than we thought it would. When I say it was filled to the brim with rubbish, it truly was. Obviously I'm going to be throwing in videos and stuff here of what it was like. So my initial idea was, because we did need a space for my mum to have all of like the household stuff, like a washer and dryer and like just extra food storage, we decided we were going to separate it in the middle. Well, I decided that because like I said, I've had this idea since I was maybe 14, I'm currently 19. You can do the math because I failed it 3 times. Our biggest issue, without a doubt, was trying to figure out where to put everything. Once we cleaned everything out, trying to work out what we needed in, what we didn't need, it took way more time than I expected. And the thing is that I thought this would be like a weekend job, get it all done, bang it out, sort it, done. No, it took a month. In fact, I'd say I just fully completed it last weekend, which is insane, and I haven't really used it much, although I have used it. I've been very lucky, but the unfortunate thing is I've been doing weekly, daily classes throughout this lockdown, and the week that I get it done, Boris Johnson was like, yeah, we're gonna open up gyms, which also means all the studios are opening up again. So it's like, Bojo, I just wasted all this time and money sorting this. Why? What for? However, I'm not complaining because it's still super cool, and it's cool just to be like, oh, don't mind me, I'm in my studio. So for my studio, I wanted to go with a really cool kind of chilled design. I was very inspired in the before shots of Jeffree Star's and Mr. Kate's video where he had his spa area renovated, but like before it got renovated, where it's a lot of orange and brown tones, very kind of just relaxing. Like, I wanted this to be like my yoga studio essentially, because I don't really like dancing in here, because this is more so my bedroom. This is like where I sleep, this is where I get ready, this isn't where I want to work out. downstairs is really good, but we have a huge table in the middle of our living room right now, and that wouldn't have been the best. I definitely have hit my feeties on the table way too much. Did a lot of painting. We went to B&Q about 4 times to go and buy more paint because it just took so much more painting and layering than we could have ever expected. I ended up going with a really cute shade from, I can't remember who it's from, Volpa. It was called, I think it was called Gumdrop or something, and it was this really sweet orange with kind of like a pink undertone, which is weird because orange and yellows, I don't really fuck with them. They're not my favourite. I like them, but I don't really fuck with them. Like, they're not my absolute favourites. But I knew I wanted orange in there, so we went ahead and we painted all the shelves white, and we did one wall that was originally grey slab brick and the rest of it was red brick. And what I did was I went along all of the bricks individually and kind of made shapes where I wanted the paint to go. That way it wasn't just one line, it went along the indents of the bricks. I don't know, it kind of looked like something from elementary school, like, you know, when you have your hopscotch. It was kind of like that, where it was just lots of blocks. Okay, so it's about 1:30 in the morning. I started doing like the proper second coat, I want to say at about 11:30. I've been working on this for a little while. It looks so much better, less patchy. Obviously there's still holes and stuff in the wall, which I don't think we're going to get much better. To go with it, really weirdly, we had carpet left over from our living room, so there was the perfect amount for me to have a long strip along the back, and then I went through and cut with just some scissors, plain old scissors. I'm sure there's a proper way to do it where it doesn't fray, but you know, I'm impatient. I just needed it done at like 3 AM. I popped that like in front so that it's opposite where my mirrors would be, because I haven't got to this part yet, but I added mirrors because the mirrors, we went for 3 long individual mirrors as opposed to just getting like one long one. The Range or something. They were on discount basically, and they fit perfectly. Like, they could not have fit more perfectly. And then after we got those up, I just kind of went ahead and went crazy with the accessories. I knew that to make it a super cozy room, I wanted to have fairy lights on top. So once all the shops opened up, I took my little pink hair to Primark and I brought lots and lots and lots of fairy lights. I think, actually that's a lie, I got them in Tiger. I think I got all of them for about £8 each. Can't complain really. And then I went to Primark. Again, I did actually take my little pink hair to Primark with my little black haired boyfriend. Off we went. This is us walking to the shops. And I brought lots and lots and lots of fake plants. Oh, if anyone knows me, you know I love a good fake plant. Obviously I quite like plants. Another really cool thing I brought ages ago, which I'm sure I'll insert a video of here, is I brought myself like a water container thing, which if you're a dancer, obviously staying hydrated is a huge thing you need to be aware of. These like water canister things that you literally just pull a little tabby bit and water comes out, which, oh my god, when you're in the middle of class is great. If I've been doing a lot of Zoom calls, like Zoom classes, and if I'm halfway through and I need to take a sip, or like they say you've got 2 minutes, go get a drink, I don't need to go anywhere. I know a few years ago for Christmas got a water fountain, which if anyone knows me, you know that I get ASMR so bad from waterfalls and like running water. Whenever I'm running a bath, I will just sit and stare off into space and listen to the beautiful sound of waterfalls. It's just my thing that relaxes me. So I hooked that up and it works perfectly. Ooh, another thing to mention. So really weirdly, all of the plug sockets in our garage are on the other side of my studio space, but I managed to connect all of the wires up so that I can have everything I need powered up, and it all fits perfectly. Like, this garage was meant to be a studio. It works. Bon apple teeth. That's all I can say. That is my review, just bon apple teeth. We were cleaning out, we found these two giant dresser cabinet kind of things, and we decided to keep one because there wasn't space to have two and the mirror's up. And I keep all my shoes in there, which turns out I have quite a lot of pairs of shoes, you know. So in my top one I've got like my primary shoes that I use a lot. So I've got my canvas ballet slippers, my tap shoe, not slippers, why do I call them slippers? My tap shoes, like foot thongs, socks. I think I have my characters in there, and then underneath I have my heels when I do my heel classes. I've got my little warm footsie things. I can't remember what they're called, my little booties. Underneath I've got all my yoga and stretching stuff, and at the very bottom I've got my timetables because, again, we found a little notice board which literally, oh my god, everything in this garage fits perfectly, and it fits. So I like to write out my little week plan with what I've got. Like today, I believe in about 2 hours I've got a commercial class, and then tomorrow I've got an Aladdin based tab class, which I'm super excited about. This week I haven't been super productive on my dance. Like, I did a bar and centre class yesterday, like ballet based, because I did treat myself. I brought myself a bar, which was far too expensive. It cost me £100, but you know, the way I think of it, it's like for every time you use an item it will cost you a certain amount. So for me, if I use this bar 10 times and it was placed at £10 each time, I feel like it's worth it. I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. And it's also an investment. Like, this bar is something I will hopefully have for a long time. I will use when I'm not in class. If for whatever reason Corona goes on substantially longer than we were thinking and I need to do my dance classes at home, which was kind of the reason my mum said yes to it, then that's cool too. Now, me and my mum are not DIY people. Having said that, we did this entire garage by ourselves, but we did need some help from my amazing aunt and uncle, cousin. She's kind of my cousin. I think she's my cousin and my uncle. My family is very confusing. I really struggle to remember who's who because my mum calls everyone cousin and aunt, and I'm like, how am I related to you? But anyway, they came over and they helped us. What we found was, because we were trying to drill into brick, the brick just wasn't having it. Nothing was going in, and we had 16 holes that we needed to do, and it just wasn't working. So they came up with the really clever idea of getting a wood plank and doing it that way, for attaching the wood plank to the wall and then drilling into the wood to put the mirrors up. The struggle was real, but it's perfect. So I guess after all this chit chat, I should show you guys the final project. guys like it as much as I do. I love it. I cried a little bit once we completed it because it's like, we did this. Me and my mum can do anything. We are cool. We are great. And yeah, I really hope you guys like it, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please, please, please subscribe as well. I would really like to hit 50 subscribers by my birthday. Let's do that. 50 subscribers by my 20th. That would be sick. We go until September 18th, people. Come on. We need 9 more of you. Please join in. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. You already know. Bye!